right, so everybody's going to have a different situation here, but if you can accelerate receivables at all, so let me give you an example of what accelerating receivables might be, okay? If you've got a house that you just contracted and you can still press forward in your marketplace, if you can wholesale that for 15, but if you rehab it, you might make 28, you really have to consider your exposure. That 15 might be better to have in your hand today and in a liquid format with minimal risk from a wholesaling standpoint than it is to potentially look at getting into rehab that takes 3 months to 6 months to complete and then put on the market. That's not really a receivable per se, but it's a way to accelerate bringing revenue in the door. If you've got rehabs on the market and things aren't flying off the shelf, I would cut the price and look at bringing cash in-house, right? If you've got plenty of cash, if you got millions of bucks in the bank and you can weather this, you don't want to cut the price, you want to take some chance, cool. But my suggestion is clean up your ship, do some price cuts if deals aren't moving, get the deals out the door on the floor and get liquidity. Make sure you have some liquidity.
That's the key takeaway. And he said ship, not anything else. Ship.
Listen, we can talk about this stuff till we're blue in the face, but the people that have liquidity right now, they're the people that are going to make it through this, and they're the people that are going to dominate on the other side. That might mean you forego some opportunity right now, but in exchange for possibly foregoing opportunity, you've got a steady ship with liquidity. And when the thing gets back on track, you are prepared to move forward. Okay. One of the other things I would suggest you do is that you've got to have a constant pulse and constant communication with your buyers and your lenders right now. I mean, I would be talking to them every other day. Where are they at? What are they doing? Who are your top players, right? Who are the ones that are like, hey, I was buying all those deals from you and I was going to rehab them, and now the funds have dried up, but you might have a couple of buyers who have millions of dollars in the bank and they don't need to take a loan, right? So, and again, I'm speaking to this, that's from a wholesale perspective. A lot of my clients they generate their own leads, they wholesale some deals, they rehab some, they keep them in portfolio. Most of them are hybrid investors. So I'm just trying to explain this the best that I can. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay.